I woke up and realized I had been transmigrated into a ridiculously dramatic, high-stakes novel about a switch at birth. The original fake heiress I now inhabited was known for her wicked, petty schemes, constantly framing the true heroine only to be exposed time and again. My adoptive parents, the Prescotts, had grown deeply disappointed and confined her to her room for reflection. But the girl only escalated things, eventually being kicked out of the house and left to struggle in poverty. I, the new fake heiress, lay on my silk-sheeted, cloud-soft king-sized bed, tears streaming down my face. This is it. This is the ultimate, glorious win for the chronically lazy. When my confinement was over, my adoptive mother, Mrs. Prescott, sighed. Do you understand your mistakes now? You've lost so much weight. She trailed off, her eyes fixed on my distinctly plumper face. I immediately flung myself into her arms, speaking with profound, theatrical sincerity. Mom, I've been awful. I formally request another month of reflection. Mrs. Prescott just blinked. She reached up and touched my forehead, her voice laced with worry. Oh, darling, should we call Dr. Evans? Are you delirious? I shook my head vigorously. I'm not sick. I'm truly, deeply remorseful. This past week, I've had a profound realization. I've not only failed you and Dad, who raised me, but I've also deeply hurt your biological daughter, Stella. My behavior has been inexcusable. As I watched Mrs. Prescott's eyes well up, I spoke with righteous conviction. Since I've committed such wrongs, I should face the appropriate penalty. A single week of confinement is far too lenient. I'm requesting a full month of further reflection. I promise, I will be a changed woman. She stroked my cheek, tears now openly glistening in her eyes. It's enough that you realize your mistakes, sweetheart. You've suffered this past week. Suffered? I nearly lost control of my expression. Since transmigrating, I've been eating 3 gourmet meals a day, catered by a Michelin-level chef. I've been sleeping on a custom, high-end mattress perfect for endless rolling. They'd left me my phone, worried I might be bored, allowing me to spend my days in a glorious, golden haze, tipping hot streamers and influencers like I had unlimited cash. If this is the kind of suffering required for a happy ending, I'd gladly take on the burden for the entire world. Just as I was about to negotiate a sentence extension, a soft, contemptuous snort sounded from the doorway. I looked up. A man in a sleek, black quarter zip, hands shoved deep into his pockets, leaned against the frame. His jawline was sharp, his brow prominent, a perfect, chiseled face. But he radiated a wall of cold pressure. Meeting his eyes, which held a distinct, icy disdain, I nearly shivered. This was Reed Prescott, the original fake heiress's cheap adoptive brother. What's the act, Sienna? His voice was flat, bored. You think the playing hard to get reverse psychology routine still works? He looked at me like I was a piece of trash. In the novel, the original Sienna and Reed were constantly at odds. When they were kids, she broke one of his expensive model cars and then successfully framed him, leading to Reed getting scolded by our father. These incidents happened frequently, and the two became bitter enemies. As an adult, Reed moved out entirely. When the real heiress, Stella, returned, Reed had been the one to walk in on and expose several of the original Sienna's worst schemes. I sighed internally but offered a sincere apology externally. Reed, I'm truly sorry. For all the times I bullied you as a child, and especially for purposely getting you in trouble with Mom and Dad. Reed froze for a fraction of a second. Then his expression hardened, his cold eyes filling with pure loathing. Don't call me bro, I only have one sister. A mocking smirk twisted his lips. If you're truly sorry, why don't you just do us all a favor and walk out of this house? How about that for an apology? I lowered my head and thought about it.